Greetings, salutations, hello, fellow nations. My name is Phil, and that, of course, is Phil with one L. And today, I I just woke up from a nap. And it's Valentine's Day. I've been asleep all day because I don't have any plans. Apparently, the Fantastic Four was cast, so I thought I'd just hop on and do like a short little unscripted thing where I just kind of talk about the Fantastic Four. It's finally been cast after years. I don't even remember how long ago they did. I think it was like 3, 4 years ago they announced this movie, something like that, or either that or it just felt like that. I'm a huge Marvel fan. I am a huge Guardians fan, but before there was Guardians, because the 2014 movie is what introduced me into Guardians and how I became such a big fan of them. Before Guardians, it was kind of the Fantastic Four. Like I really am in love with the dynamic of a team that is essentially a family. And we haven't gotten the greatest Fantastic Four adaptation, so when it was finally announced that the MCU is going to be introducing the Marvel's first family finally, officially into their universe, it was really exciting. Just with a bunch of rumors and casting updates, we finally have the official list. I think it's kind of funny that they decided to do it on Valentine's Day and they released this really cute sort of official art. So as was confirmed, it's been confirmed for like weeks now, like months I think. Pedro Pascal will be playing Reed Richards, Mr. Fantastic. And I know a lot of people are against this casting decision because he's just overexposed, they feel, and he's like everywhere. I love Pedro. I have since I watched Game of Thrones. I just love him as an actor, and I think he has an incredible amount of range that I don't think a lot of people give him credit for. But I don't even think Hollywood really gives him credit for because he's always cast as stoic, brooding lead, in like The Mandalorian and The Last of Us, and I think something that is kind of overlooked is how much range he has. I mean, you look at his interviews, you look at his SNL episode, and then he also guest starred on Bad Bunny's SNL episode, and then I just recently watched the unbearable weight of massive talent, and I really liked him in that. And I think he has a lot of comedic chops. Not necessarily that this is a comedic role, but I think he can be loose. I think he can be dorky. I think he can play that aloof dorkiness that Reed has in particular really well. So yeah, I'm kind of excited. Like when it was first announced, like when it was like leaked that he was going to be playing Mr. Fantastic like months ago, I was like, oh, that's an awful idea. But since then, like I said, I've watched a lot more of his like comedic stuff, and I'm surprised at how much range he has. I knew that, but I kind of forgotten about it, and I think a lot of people has. So I think that him in this role will be a perfect opportunity to show people that he's not just the Mandalorian, not just Joel from The Last of Us. So that's really cool. I also wanted to defend Joseph Quinn as Johnny. I think he's a good choice. I think people turned on him because of his character in Stranger Things 4, which is the only thing I've seen him in. And I really liked Eddie as a character. I thought he was really charming and funny, and I thought Joseph was great in that role.
Never change. Dustin Henderson. Promise me? I wasn't planning on it.
And then I think what happened is the sort of teenage girls that became fixated over this character made the character a lot annoying to, I guess, general fans. And so they kind of turned on this character and the actor, which I think is incredibly unfair. I'm really excited to see Joe in the new Quiet Place. Other than that, I've only seen him in Stranger Things. And so I could see for this version of Johnny, I could see it being sort of a retuned version of that performance almost. Like they're not entirely the same, but they're kind of similar. I could see him kind of pulling from that. Thirdly, we have Sue Storm, who will be played by Vanessa Kirby, who I haven't seen in a lot of things, so I really can't speak on. I've seen her in like Hobbs and Shaw, Mission Impossible. She's great in those. To be honest, I don't think Sue has ever been utilized correctly in any of like the movies or any adaptations, and I think she's just severely kind of overlooked and underwritten almost. So I'm hoping that they kind of make this character other than, make this character not Mr. Fantastic's wife and make her like actually like a full-fledged like badass, because she is. I also like her power set and the way that that's used in the comics. I think that needs to be incorporated in the movies as well, because her powers are way more cool way cooler than people give her credit for. And then lastly, we have my favorite bit of casting from this announcement. I mean, all of these were like leaked beforehand, so we've known this for a while. And I've actually seen some people be like, "Oh, this is anticlimactic." It's like, yeah, we've known for like how long? And there's like this subset of people that believed that for the Super Bowl, Deadpool in his trailer was going to reveal who the Fantastic Four was, and it was going to be this big awesome announcement. Which is just I Marvel fans, their brains need to be studied, I think. So lastly, my favorite bit of casting in this whole thing is wait, hold on. I've actually never said his name out loud, so that's embarrassing. I'm gonna give me a sec. Evan Moss-Bachrach. Never said it out loud, but I have no. I liked him in his little stint on Andor, which is the greatest Star Wars show ever, and it makes me mad to this day how overlooked that was. But he was on that show, and then recently I just binge watched The Bear, all of The Bear, and he's great in that. After watching The Bear, like I'm sold 100%. I think, mwah, perfect. No notes. I think this is a solid cast. I'm seeing a lot of people already, as they have been when it was leaked, just like crapping on it, and I was too. I was like, I don't see any of these picks. These don't make sense to me. And then in the time I've kind of grown with them and like watched some of the stuff that they're in, I like this cast. I think I recommend doing the same if you haven't, just going forward and watching some of the stuff these actors have been in and kind of imagining that to sort of just get your head in that mindset, because I'm completely on board and I'm sold, and I'm more excited for this movie than I have been in just like a really long time. Even when they announced it, I wasn't like, oh yeah, Fantastic Four. I've just kind of just been like, oh yeah, that's coming soon. And now that we have a cast and hopefully they get to film soon, um, yeah, I'm kind of getting there. Also, there's Herbie. I forgot to mention they have Herbie. They have Herbie. He's in the concept art. He's gonna be in the movie. I'm so happy. I love Herbie. I'm so mad that we haven't gotten him in any movie so far. Somehow we almost got him in the Fan Four Stick reboot, but there was some concept art. They just never ended up doing that. But now, officially, we see him. He's there in the concept art. They can't do this to me. He has to be in the movie, right? He's got to be, right? Yeah, so those are my thoughts. Short little video talking about my thoughts on the new Fantastic Four. What do you think? Let me know in the comments below. If you like this video, be sure to like this video. Subscribe if you want to stick around and see more. Please remember, at the end of the day, every day is all good. And if it's not right now, I promise it's going to be. Take care, Nomies. I'll see you in the next one.